Hi guys, how's it going? Chris Graham here for We Love Betting, talking Polish Ekstraklasa football this Thursday night. Loads of Polish football at the moment. I believe there's games in the next 8 days, including one tonight involving the bottom side Pub Skiddy. So Ekstraklasa football, 8 days in a row. I'll try and get another video up perhaps on Sunday for the games in the first half of next week. Two bets last week, 1-1, which was enough to make me profit for the weekend. Both, of course, were odds against around the 64-74 mark. Corona, the team I backed last week, that was good enough for me to make profit, so happy with that. The second week in a row I've come out in the plus, and long may that continue. Same format here, two bets this weekend, besides odds against, decent on both, big odds this week, so hoping for something here. Saturday game and the Sunday game. I'll start with the Saturday game naturally, and that's the game between Wisła Krakow and Zagłębie Lubin. Third place Wisła Krakow against 14th Zagłębie Lubin. Wisła odds on across the board, and whenever I see that I want to oppose them. It's as simple as that. They lost their first game of the season last week, 3-1 to Zawisza, promoted side Zawisza. How will they react to that? Who knows? It was a surprising defeat, that's for sure. And of course, Zagłębie. I mean, people, if you watch this every week, you'll know by now I've got a bit of a crush on Zagłębie Lubin, a bit of a thing for Zagłębie Lubin. And to be fair, it hasn't really made me much money, but you know, I'm consistently I back this side at big prices, and I'm pretty sure by the end of the season in June I will have made profit deploying that tactic, and I'm doing it again this weekend because I just cannot trust Wisła Krakow for odds on. No, thank you. Zagłębie, almost 4-1 here in the betting. A good 3-1 win against Widzew last week. I think they're a top 6 side who are just disguised in the bottom 3 at the moment. They've got a really good, strong team. And it was at this point last year where their form really picked up, and they ended up having a fantastic run up to Christmas and got themselves in the top 6. And I think it could be the same here this week. And I can consistently back them against sides that I don't have total faith in. I don't have total faith in Wisła Krakow, even though they've had a great season. And I'm backing Zagłębie here. I think they're about 19-5 to win the game. And that's on Saturday night at 7:30. I might look foolish, I probably will look foolish, but my crush on Zagłębie will continue, and I'm getting involved at that, just under 4-1 to win that game on Saturday night. Similar philosophy, pretty much identical philosophy here in the next game on Sunday afternoon at 3:30. Again, a big side, odds on, at home, that I just don't trust, and that is Śląsk Wrocław. I can't have them at odds on. They're at home to Zawisza. Again, I'm not particularly a side I really like, but if you offer me massive odds on them, I'll back them because they pull out some of these amazing results sometimes. But generally the rule is if Śląsk Wrocław are odds on, I'm opposing them, and that's what I'm doing on Sunday, definitely. They're doing in 10th place in the table at the moment, in the bottom half. They've no right to be odds on, really, when you think of the season. They've had 3 defeats in the last 4 as well, I shall point out to you. And then, of course, last Friday they were 2-0 up against the second place Górnik Zabrze, looking really smart, but ended up losing that game 3-2 with two last minute goals from Górnik, stealing the game off Śląsk. You imagine how they must have felt. What a heartbreaker. They must have felt like Bayern Munich in 1999. We all recall that, don't we? So again, how will they come back from that? Their confidence must be shattered, and I certainly wouldn't want to be backing them at odds on, that's for sure. Zawisza consistently made a fool of me this season, produced some fine results. Produced a fine 3-1 win over Wisła Krakow last week. Like I said earlier in the piece, their first defeat of the season, the first side to beat Wisła Krakow this season was Zawisza. A great 3-1 win for them there. and they'll be buzzing in this game definitely. They're just a point behind Sloans as well. Let's remember, Sloans. I've got a sort of a mantra about Sloan Wrocław, and it's that they raise their game against the big sides, they perform poorly against the smaller sides. Did a wee bit of research on this last night. They lost 9 times last season, and in amongst those 9 defeats, 2 to the promoted side Piast Gliwice, once to the bottom side GK Hispohatov, once to Widzew Łódź, who had a terrible season last year, and once to Wisła Kraków, who had, okay, they're in 3rd place this season, but they were awful last year and were in the bottom 5 for most of the season. So that kind of justifies what I'm saying here. The fact that I think they'll struggle here against a side like Zawisza on Sunday. You'll recall last month Sloans lost 3-0 at home to fellow promoted side Cracovia. There's enough evidence here, guys, for me to take them on here at odds on and back Zawisza at just shy of 4-1. There's just enough evidence there for me to get stuck into that. 2 bets for me this weekend. I certainly will be having massive stakes in them. They're speculative bets at big prices, but that's enough for me this week. So I'm back in Zagłębie Lubin to beat Wisła Kraków and Zawisza to beat Śląsk Wrocław on Sunday. Both just under 4-1. See you later.